Buying books is so fun. I know I don't need them all right now, but they make me so happy. Hello, beautiful people of the internet. How are you doing today? My name is Jackie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today in this video, I'm going to be hauling some books, most of which are related to either Jane Austen or Agatha Christie, and then one that's really not related to either, but I bought it recently, so it's in here too. My apologies if I sound slightly hoarse. I'm getting over being sick, but I'm feeling a little better, so I decided I would film this video. Anyway, that's really all that I need to say. Let's just dive into my haul. First is a book that I was hoping to read this month for Jane Austen July, and I wasn't able to put it on my official TBR, but maybe I will still have time for it. That's Miss Austen by Gil Hornby. This is a historical fiction novel that primarily follows Jane Austen's sister, Cassandra Austen. So the primary plot of this book is set in the year 1840, where a now elderly Cassandra Austen is going to stay with the family of her long-dead fiancé, and then I believe it also is interspersed with memories of her life with her sister Jane. I've heard good things about this book, so I am excited to try it out, possibly this month if I have the time. It was also just announced that there's going to be a Masterpiece PBS adaptation of this book. I don't know when that's going to come out. It was only just announced. We have no idea who's going to be starring in it or anything, but that's something to look forward to in the future. So another book that I would really like to dive into soon is The Time Traveler's Guide to Regency Britain by Ian Mortimer. I've really been wanting to do more in-depth research about the Regency era, and the premise of this book sounded really appealing to me. This is a nonfiction about life in Regency England. I believe it focuses mainly on London. And basically, Ian Mortimer is giving you all the information about day-to-day life in this period that you would need if you are a time traveler going back into the past and looking to assimilate, which is kind of a fun spin. So the book has different sections on what to wear, where to stay, what to eat, drink, and smoke, law and order, entertainment, health and medicine, and lots of other aspects of Regency life. I'm excited to give this a try and learn more. The author also has several other Time Traveler's Guide, The Time Traveler's Guide to Medieval England, The Time Traveler's Guide to Elizabethan England, and The Time Traveler's Guide to Restoration Britain. So maybe if this one is really good, I'll want to pick those up as well. Now, before we get to the Agatha Christie books that I bought, let's just talk about the one that has nothing to do with Jane Austen or Agatha Christie. I just bought Beautiful Little Fools by Gillian Cantor. This is a Great Gatsby sequel. I don't believe it's exactly a retelling. I think it takes place after the events of the Great Gatsby, and it's told from the perspective of the female characters. So the book is told from the perspectives of Daisy, Jordan, and also Catherine, who is the sister of Myrtle Wilson, Tom Buchanan's late mistress. And the basic premise of this book is Jay Gatsby has just been killed. Spoiler alert for The Great Gatsby. That's like a 100-year-old book, so I'm sorry if you haven't read it yet, and I just spoiled the ending. But like, it's been out for 100 years, guys. But so anyway, as the police are there on the scene, it seems like George Wilson is the obvious murderer. He's committed a murder-suicide. It should be an open and shut case. However, the police discover a diamond hairpin under one of the bushes, which causes these three women to all become suspects in Gatsby's death. When I read the plot of this, I just knew it was something I wanted to pick up because I really enjoy The Great Gatsby. When I was in high school, it was my favorite book. It's not my favorite anymore, though I still really enjoy it. And to have a female-centric and potentially murder mystery twist on it, sign me up. That sounds like something I want to read. So now let's get into all the Agatha Christie books that I bought recently. This one I actually showed in one of my vlogs. So I got The Man in the Brown Suit by Agatha Christie, obviously. This is one of her earlier books, and it was one that my library didn't have, so I wanted to get a copy for myself, and I do plan to read this in the near future. This is a book that I've actually heard a lot of positive reviews for on BookTube. It follows this young woman named Anne Bedingfield, who I've heard described as a delightfully plucky Christie heroine, and she is in London and she witnesses this man seemingly die accidentally in the tube station, and Scotland Yard immediately says, yeah, accidental death, really straightforward. However, Anne is not convinced because she saw this mysterious man in a brown suit walk up and examine the body. And he also left a mysterious note behind that said, 17122 Kilmorden Castle. So I guess Anne is going to try to figure out who this mysterious man in the brown suit is, and of course, there will end up being more to the story than meets the eye. I've heard a lot of good things about this one. I've heard that it's really fun, so excited to try it. I also bought Partners in Crime, which is the second in the Tommy and Tuppence series. This is another one that my library didn't have, so I wanted to get a copy for myself. Tommy and Tuppence are this delightful husband and wife duo who solve crimes. I read their first book, The Secret Adversary, and I really enjoyed it. I just found Tommy and Tuppence super fun, and I loved their dynamic. This is a short story collection, and like I said, the second in the series. The short stories in this collection are A Fairy in the Flat, A Pot of Tea, The Affair of the Pink Pearl, The Adventure of the Sinister Stranger, Finessing the King, The Gentleman Dressed in Newspaper, The Case of the Missing Lady, Blind Man's Bluff, The Man in the Mist, The Crackler, The Sunningdale Mystery, The House of Lurking Death, The Unbreakable Alibi, The Clergyman's Daughter, The Red House, The Ambassador's Boots, and The Man Who Was Number 16. So that's Partners in Crime. And finally, I am kind of ashamed, but also not ashamed to admit that I bought 5 Miss Marple books. Yeah, I know I said I wanted to read more of Perrault before starting Miss Marple, but I love these redesigned covers so much, and I want every single one of them. So since I had these Barnes & Noble gift cards, I was like, hey, let's just buy a whole bunch of Miss Marple. And pretty much every Barnes & Noble gift card I have, I'm spending on these books until I have them all. So let me show you. So I got The Murder at the Vicarage, The Body in the Library, A Pocket Full of Rye, and this cover I think is my favorite so far. I just love the colors of this one. I think it's super cool. They Do It With Mirrors, and Miss Marple, The Complete Short Stories. So like I said, these are recently redesigned covers, and not only do they look beautiful, but when you learn like the meaning behind the design, it gets even cooler. So they all have what look like really beautiful flowers, right? But all of these flowers are actually poisonous. So they're nice to look at, but also insidious, which is kind of fitting for a murder mystery. Each one also has, I believe, some kind of item that is crucial to the plot of the mystery. So like this one has a little pistol on it. And each cover also has a hidden silhouette of Miss Marple. So, you know, maybe give them a closer look to see if you can find the Miss Marple lurking. I didn't mean for that to sound so, like, scary. Maybe I'm still, like, a little loopy from being sick. I don't know. Now, those of you who are familiar with Miss Marple might be wondering, Jackie, why did you buy books 1 and 2 and books 5 and 6? What happened to 3 and 4? Well, the answer, I don't really have a good reason other than I was ordering these online and I wanted to buy enough to get free shipping, right? And for some reason, these 2 books, and these 2 books only, were buy one, get one 50% off. So I was like, hey, might as well just get these instead and get 3 and 4 later. That's literally the only reason, to get a good deal. I just love the covers of these books. I think they are so lovely, and I want to get the entire series just so I can own them and admire them and take bookstagram pictures of them. Yeah, so if I haul a bunch more of these in the coming months, do not be surprised. I just want all of these Marple covers. They're darling. I love them. So friends, that is it for today's book haul. Have you read any of these books that I hauled today? If so, do let me know in the comment section. I would love to hear what you thought of them. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. I post new videos every single Wednesday. My social media links are down below if you want to follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, or be my friend on Goodreads. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an incredible rest of your day. Bye, and I'll see you next time.